I can't hear them, bro.
The request is made local and the governor decides or not to grant that to our city. Protesters are backing the governor as well, but fears that the city gets militarized remain raw.
Destroying people's lives, and to see Trump sending the National Guard without the advice of the governor, I think is a flagrant disregard of states' rights, and I think it's very dangerous that he's using this as an excuse to militarize police forces.
What's taking place in Los Angeles doesn't benefit anyone. You sense quite a bit of like fear, apprehension on the streets. You go to grocery stores right now; they're empty. This is not good for Los Angeles.
Signs of solidarity.
Grocery stores are empty.
To emerge, with protests spreading to other cities across the country, from New York City to Dallas.
It's going down, man.
And that's the news for now. Stay with us. Headlines are next.
Yes, sir. It's going down, down, down.
They all have a common ground. Those who have plans and are extending them to the world have a common ground.
Yo,
those who
what's
shape
up?
the future,
Tap in.
those who derive their power from the digital world.
Just watching the
those
news.
who pursue good ideas.
What's good?
Have a common ground. Those who boost their energy for a sustainable future. Those with
watching the news, y'all.
Those who rise both in the sky.
Reporting live and direct from Los Angeles, California. Reporting live and direct from Los Angeles, California, where it's going down right now. It's going. Hey, it's going. It's going. Another one. Reporting live and direct from Los Angeles, California. It is going down out here. Trump is sending the Marines. He already sent the National Guard. He's sending the Marines. It is going down in LA, in the state of California, y'all. What's good? I'm out the way. I'm out, you know. So where I'm at, all the activity is happening in like downtown LA. LA is very big. LA is only one city. LA County is many cities. So within LA County, there's the city of LA, there's Inglewood, there's Compton, there's Long Beach, there's Downey, there's Commerce, there's Southgate, it's a lot of cities in the city of LA. And where the actual protests and all this stuff is happening in like downtown Los Angeles. That's the only city in LA County that's called LA, actually. Everything else is just like cities in LA County, for you guys that don't know. Hi, gang. What's good, everybody? But it's going down in downtown Los Angeles, man. Like I said, I'm in a whole nother city out of the way, about 15 minutes from the action. Yeah, man, it's good what they're doing. I mean, you know, you got to fight for your rights, man. You got to fight for your rights. My opinion on it though is different because, like I said in another video, I feel like if you came across the border illegally, then yes, I mean you are here illegally, and you had to, I guess go back because you didn't do it the right way, right? If you did it the right way, you're good, right? And let's say you did it the right way. Let's say you came on a tourist visa, a student visa, a HB1 visa, and something happened with your progress to get your green card, and now like you're kind of like in the loop. You're just waiting for the whole process because the process takes very long. I know from personal experience. No, I have not immigrated here, nor has none of my family, but I know people, friends that are immigrants here, and they had to go through the process. But like, if you're stuck in a loophole, but you did it the right way, yeah, you should be here. I think that you should be allowed to continue the process of getting your green card and becoming a legal citizen of the United States of America. But if you came here illegally, meaning that you crossed from the southern border from Mexico, or you climbed a fence, or you came through the water, or however you got here, and you did it the illegal way, and you was here in America getting your money, you know what I'm saying, working under the table, you got to get out of here. That's just, it is what it is. I mean, you got to go because you didn't do it the right way. Just like if I want to go to a different country, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm not just going to pop up in that country and be like, yeah, y'all got to take me. Here I am. Take me right now. You dig? Yeah, I mean, we've been invaded. So that's true. Like, so if you did it the right way, if you came on a visa, whether it was a tourist visa, a student visa, a HB1 visa, and you did it the legal process of trying to get your green card, then you should be allowed to continue that process. Even if you had a holdup for some reason, you should be allowed to continue that process and not have that process interfered. If you came here illegally by any means, whether you crawled through a hole, whether you climbed a fence, whether you just walked across or came through the water, you got to go. And that's just the reality of the situation. And if you know you came here illegally, but you out there in downtown LA causing hack, hold on, y'all, I'm at work. If you out here in downtown LA tearing up shit, burning down buildings and burning down, burning up Waymo cars and shit, like that ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool because you didn't do it the right way. You came here illegally. You know what I'm saying? And so that's my thoughts on that, man. That's my thoughts on that. Um, you know, the children. I feel like the children that their parents brought them here at such a young age that they didn't have no control of the situation. You know, I think there should be some type of special thing for them. Like they need to figure out something for them because if your parents brought you here at 1 year old, 2 years old, as a baby, as an infant, you didn't have no control over that. And I understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like you just say, hey, mommy, daddy, let me go back. Or like you just walk back yourself because you can't even talk. But some type of special situation should be worked out for them. Like, okay, what we got to do about these babies that their parents brought them here and try to use them as an anchor, to stay here. Um, I think it's kind of cold to, well, Trump said, well, send them back with their, yeah, yeah. If you're gonna send them back, you got to send them back as a family. Like you just can't, just send back the parents and then leave the child here, or send the child by itself. I don't know. That's a complicated situation right there. You know what I'm saying? If you can send them back as a whole family unit, then that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize what brought them here. What brought them here is economic reasons. All the people that came here legally or illegally, they came for one thing: for a better life, for the American dream. That a lot of us Americans don't even get to live ourselves, but to them, it is a dream. Considering the situation they came from, just for them to have a car You know what I'm saying? Just for them to have a cell phone and to live in an apartment, that's a dream for them. For us, it's like, so for us, it's like, man, that's just getting by. Like we, you know, American citizens, like we just have a car. That's for many of us, that's nothing. Like it's easy to get a car here. You know what I'm saying? To have a little apartment, you know, what I mean, we like, man, that's nothing. Like we want a house. We want to live better than that. But for them, you know, and I see this with my own eyes. Like they're very happy just to have like a car, and they'll take pride in that little car that they got. They'll be outside on the weekend cleaning that car, you know, waxing it and shampooing it and vacuum, you know, the insides, and they'll, you know what I'm saying, they got their little apartment and they happy about their little apartment, whether it's like 5 or 10 of them living in a 1 bedroom, they just happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Like they just happy to be here. You know what I mean? Like, so for them, even though they working at McDonald's, even though they shit working at a grocery store, pushing carts, are you know, whatever, are doing being what they call it, gardeners. For them, that's a come up. That's a big come up. Like for us Americans, we like that ain't, you know, that's slavery for us. We don't feel happy about, you know, going through the educational system and ended up working at McDonald's or picking tomatoes, or like for us, we like, man, that's some BS. That's not the American dream from us. For us, we already know what the American dream is: the white picket fence, the house, the 2.5 children, the dog. That's what us. For us, that's the American dream. For them, just having a cell phone and having a little apartment with 10 of them living in there, that's the American dream for them. So, you know, they don't want to get that up. They don't want to go back to, you know, to life in Central America or you know, Mexico or India or China, you know, because that's the thing that they don't talk about. The Chinese are staying out the way. The Chinese, there were Chinese crossing that border in Mexico too, and they came a long way to get to that border. You know what I'm saying? What's your opinion on the Trump Elon fallout? Do you think it might be? Uh, I think it could be a little bit staged. I do I do think that Elon does have some grievances with, you know, his Doge thing, his Doge plan not going to its fruition. Um, and I think that he's using his social media platforms to voice that out. I do think he has some real grievances, you know what I'm saying? But the back and forth, I think it's just like a showcase. But I do think it's real. I do think it's real. I do think Elon Musk has been known to express himself, and being that he has one of the most, you know, popular platforms, social media platforms, and Twitter, are now called X, he's able to do it with his, you know, with free. I mean, he has over 200 million followers on his own platform, so he can get his message out, like, you know, and everybody would know about it. So all in all, I think it's real. I do think it's real. I think that it's obvious he's not in the government no more. You know, he's not in the government. That's very obvious. He stepped down, or whether he was forced out, and he has some grievances because he didn't get to see his idea to fruition. He still wanted to do more with Doge, and it was cut short. So that is what it is, man. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. I do appreciate everybody tapping in this morning with your brother Big J. As you can see, I'm on my way to my yob. This is my yob. I'm on my way to the warehouse. My yob. Oh, it's crazy, man. They out here raiding warehouse. They out here raiding the warehouses too, because, you know, a lot of the warehouses they working in LA under the table. So ICE is out here raiding warehouses. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real because the warehouses were literally filled just with them. You know what I'm saying? And they work. They know they working hard. They working hard. They working under the table. You know, they taking wages that Americans wouldn't take. But hey, they doing the work. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie about that. But they going into these warehouses now, y'all. So yes, here I go. And I will tap in with y'all later. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Peace.